So after we somehow figured out what springs we want to use together, so what springs feels nice and what makes sense for us. Also, this is very tricky to say. Sometimes it's very helpful to use a pair of springs and tattoo with it and see how it feels. But let me see quick. Let me show you quick. You see, all the springs, they are like standing out now. The front spring, because I make it long and I figure out where exactly I want to go with the screw down. The more forward you go with the screw, the more soft this spring get, the front spring get, and the more magnetic field you will have. So normally you say a liner, have it very short, and a shadow, have it very long. I'm a little bit different with building. For me, it's all about the spring setup. And I try to make them all pretty the same speed. And they just feel different with having a different spring. You see, here I put like a very wide spring in now, compared to here I put a very small spring in. I maybe change that later on. But right now, I just want to give you all something what is working. And what we do now, we was making a marking that we know where is our silver screw. And now we take that out and we are cutting our front spring exactly in the length as we want it. Let me try out something. Okay, so that's number one. I need maybe a few more minutes on this one, so I can try to explain you what I have done and what will be the next steps. Okay. Okay, now we got it. So we tie everything up very good. Same here. Okay. So it is very, very important that your springs are as perfect, symmetric as anywhere possible. This camera cluck. So your springs have to be as straight as anywhere possible. And you see we pretty much got both springs very, very straight. Everything runs directly in the middle, in the center. What we also now can do is we can take this that away, because here it was only for protection for the building. So, and on the other machine I kind of like that look, so there we keep it. So yeah, everything have to be in line, perfect. You see how this is very, very nice cutted. It's a nice 90 degrees on the top on both machines. And in the beginning it was very shifted. And now you see we have a nice cut off. So the spring comes on the perfect angle out. And that is what you want. You want to have this perfect angle of the machines. Also, you see the tension we have to the up. So you want to have some tension so that the spring, the bar can move down before it opens up. Some when you have it like cluck, 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 that means you have a lot less magnetic field. But you kind of trying to want to have a lot magnetic field. But you don't want to have too much pressure. Some you have too much pressure to the top. That is where you lose a lot of power. So you want to find the sweet balance between you see between moving down and in the moment your spring clucks off. It should be just before it hits on the coils. And for this it's crucial. You just have to set around some, maybe you tiny little bit bend the backspring, but just like a hint. You like just adjust the front screw a little bit. You just adjust a little setting, a little different. You make a little bit of different bending in the front spring and so on. So no, yeah. That is how you set the springs. There is not like a magic overall trick to set the springs. There is a lot of trying, and as I tell you, right now this was I would spend a lot of times for playing around with the different springs. I would have my icon springs here when I would build my own machines, because I just like to get the good springs, and I can recommend you just get the good springs. Stay still. I don't know, I think under €2 for one pair of springs. So that means you don't will spend a lot of money for getting good springs. And yeah, let's move to the next part to make even one more step to make it even better.